Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. It is Wednesday, which means it is box day, and we are going to, you guessed it, make a box. So I did this super cute tutorial with this paper, but I wasn't recording. So I got to start over. But this is a great spring Mother's Day craft fair. I found this Julie nutting paper in my stash. I don't know why I have it, because typically things without faces kind of scare me. But for some reason, I have it. And it's a photo play. There's just one sheet of paper. So, I made the box. But I think I want to change the box just a little bit because I made it by 3/4 of an inch, but it's a little bit too thick. So what I have made inside was our forever favorite Hershey Nuggets. See how much space is up there? So we're going to change it a little bit. This is a great craft fair seller. Hershey Nuggets always sell for whatever reason, but they do. You can also bundle a pack of like 12, just the boxes without the nuggets, and sell that for like people's kids' classroom, their grandkids' classrooms, or classroom, you know, like for Valentine's Day or Halloween or whatever. So just do the full flat box, and maybe if they buy 2 bundles of 12, they get a free box with candy in it. You know, you can do like that. That is really popular. I mail my nieces treat boxes flat to them and make them pay for the candy. So that is a great option. Alright, so now we're going to do the box. So this is how I measured it. I am cheating a little bit because I already have some of the measurements, but I am going to make it a little bit smaller. So what I did is I lined it up on my mat here, because I love using my mat as a ruler. And it's 1.5 inches. So I know my left to right is 1.5 inches. Oh, the book we're using is our pink book. You have the original cover, which just says box template, or this darker pink that says fold flat box template. It's the same exact inside. I just changed the cover for clarification, because I do have the 3 books now. So I have the pizza box one and the lidded box. So this was the original, the OG book. All right, so 1.5, and you could do 5 or 6. I typically work in odds, so I did 5. So they're about 1 inch each, so by 5 by 1/2 inch. Okay. So this part of the flap, I like it at 1/2 inch. Pretty much all of my fold flat boxes are going to be 1/2 inch right here. Now we need to cover this part, which for us, it is going to be 1/2 inch. Again, because this is what we're looking at here. We need our side gussets, which are going to be 1/2 inch. Okay, so 1 side, 2 sides, and then 3 sides, which you can't see because it's glued in there. Now we need this part, which is going to be my left to right, which is 1.5. You need it for both the back and the front. And then you need your length. How long is it going to be when your flaps are closed? That was our 5 inches. Okay, so my up and down is 5 inches. Okay, so let's go ahead and math. I always do left to right first, so I don't know why I drew that. Okay, we're going to pick a different pen. Okay, so 1/2 plus 1.5, that's 2. 2.5, 3, 4. That's supposed to be 1.5 So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Yep. 4.5 by, now my up and down is 5, 6, 7. So 4.5 by 7. So you can actually get 2 of these out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So that's always good. Let me find that ruler. I bet I can use this random scrap on my desk. So I'm going to cut it 4.5. By 7. This would also be a great way to get rid of all of your random pieces of paper that you find in your stash. Oh, you know what would help? Measurements. Okay, so the long side is my up and down, so I need it at 1/2 and 1 on both sides. 6, no. So 6 and then 6.5, something like that. I'll get that measurement later. And then the short side, we're going to need 1/2, 2, 2.5, and 4. That looks right. The correct measurements will be in the description box. Okay, so on the long side, I need 1/2 inch and 1 on both sides. So 1/2 inch and 1. Rotate it, still the long side, 1/2 inch and 1. So here we go. 1/2 inch, 1, 6, and 6.5. Okay, I was good. Look at me. Then on the short side, so you're going to put the short side at the top. We need 1/2 inch, 2, 2.5, and 4. Okay. I think we're looking good here. Okay. I'm gonna varnish in these lines a little bit so you can see them a little bit better because I have a lot of shadows. The sun is going down. Right now I'm just folding it with my fingers. I did not use my bold folder, but you would definitely want to use your bone folder to do that. Okay, so put your double score line to the top and the bottom. That's our 1/2 and our 1/2. What we do to the bottom, we need to do to the top. My preference is to start on the bottom right. You can start on the bottom left if you want to. It's the same thing. It don't matter which side you start. I just always start from the right because I'm right-handed. So on your bottom right, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. 2 squares and 2 rectangles. You're going to cut those 4 off, and what we do to the bottom, we need to do to the top. Okay? So I just take my scissors, and I'm going to cut up that score line. I'm going to cut those 4 sections off. Okay? We need to do the same thing to the top. And no, it does not matter if you start on the top or the bottom. You just need to do the same thing to both sides. Okay, so now you have something funky like this. I'm going to go ahead and miter this little tab over here. Okay, that just makes it close just a little bit nicer. Now we have 2 vertical score lines that we need to cut up. So you can do it like this. Cut up both score lines. And we need to cut off that first square in both of them. I always do a little bit more, but you definitely have to cut off the first square, but I cut off a little bit more. Okay, and miter that, okay? Let me clean this up just a little bit. Now, since we did that to the bottom, we need to do the same to the top. It doesn't matter if you decide to do one at a time. So cut, score line, miter, miter, vertical score line, horizontal score line, miter, and miter. I may have taken off a little bit too much of that one. That's okay. Okay. Now, so this is how yours should look, your starting position. Now you're going to take your bone folder, if you haven't already, and you're going to make sure your lines are nice and crisp. I don't care when you do your bone folder, either first or second, but you have to do it. Okay? You have to. Just makes your box look nicer and finished. And the other part that makes your box look nicer and finished is rounded corners. Okay. Corner rounder, your middle finger flat right here. Round. Round your corners and around your corners. That one I didn't do a very good job. Okay, and then round your corners. And around your corners. Okay, like so. Actually, right now would be a really good time if you wanted to put a finger pull in to go ahead and do your finger pull. Look at me remembering to do my finger pull first. This one I didn't do the finger pull. What I'm talking about is, I don't even know if I can fit this in here. There we go. Is the little tiny notch. So that way when you're trying to open your box, it's easy. You just stick your finger in there and open it up. Now, as you saw, I fit this big old thing in there. So if you forget to do it first, you can absolutely do it second. If your paper gives enough, sometimes it won't. But if you want to determine, look at your box, because this is always the front, for me anyway. I like my seam, I like my box to open like this, okay? So this is where we're at right here, okay? If you have directional paper and you need to go the other direction, whatever, just figure out what is going to be your front and your back. I always put this side as the front. So wherever the flaps are going to fold in, I use the opposite side as the front. See how much easier that was? All right, so I'm going to fold my flap in. I'm going to glue it. You can use any size circle. That just happens to be a 3/4 inch circle. Works perfectly for me. Okay, and I'm just folding that over, making sure it lines up. Now, most of the time, like 99% of the time, my box will only fold flat in one direction, okay? See how it's nice and flat? If I try to fold it this way, it's bumpy and lumpy. I don't know. It should fold flat both ways, but mine never do. Don't freak out if yours don't. As long as it folds flat one way, you're good to go. If it doesn't fold flat either way, and you don't need it to fold flat, you're good. You only need it to fold flat if you're mailing it, right? All right, so now let's make sure our candies fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I know some of you are going to have the question of, do you wrap your candies? If I have it in a solid box like this, no, I'm not taking that extra step and extra paper to wrap my candies and make it all pretty, because the box is pretty, right? You're going to have your decorations. You're going to put a sticker. Like if these are for a kid's classroom, you know, say these are for the kids to give their mothers, you know, I would put a little sticker that said Happy Mother's Day, or, you know, tie a ribbon, something cheap because they're just going to throw it away. You know, just a quick, simple little decoration. If you're giving it to a crafty friend, you know, we're hoarders. We treasure everything. You want to do this top up with the kitchen sink, right? But if this is for a craft fair, you're going to just, you know, put a quick decoration on the top, a sticker, happy Halloween, happy Valentine's Day, happy Mother's Day, something like that, right? I don't know what I have in here. I don't know. No, I don't want to use this. But anyway, so you're just going to put something quick on the front. Oh, here we go. You know, just a quick little Dollar Tree embellishment. You're good to go. The kids can write their names. You know, if you want to take the extra step and print a to from sticker on the back, you can do that. That's all it takes. If you were going to cut a frame in the box, then yes, I would wrap my candy, and all you do with that is take a piece of, oh, look at this, almost exact size, about a 1-inch thick piece of cardstock, and you're just going to wrap it around like this. Like this. Obviously this isn't the full size, but even with this it looks cute like that. You could put like letters, you can spell out hello or spring if you have 6 of them, or you know, whatever you want. I would not take that extra step excuse me, if you have an enclosed box. Okay, I mean, there's really no point. And there you go. You can make a belly band. Where'd that little donut go? With a little, you know what I mean? So just, you know, something super cute, super cheap. These came from Dollar Tree a long time ago. I think came from Dollar Tree. I don't know where they came from, to be honest. I think Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. But I mean, just something like that. So something quick and easy. You don't even, if you're making these as kits, you don't even have to put the decorations on there. Give them a pack of 12, whatever you're going to put on there. And that way the kids, whoever the kids costume they're buying it for, they can help. You know, so those are all fun ideas, little kits. You only have to make the box. And there you go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.